Okay, super friends, how's it going, everybody? I am going to do my vaults, and these are the four characters I've been working on here, and I've tried to record several other times, and have had my settings all messed up, and I checked it today, and it seems like it's good. I'm still not sure if I can stream and record at the same time, so I'm just recording. Today we are on Tuesday, as is the vault day, and it is actually primary Tuesday as well. So, if you're so inclined, I highly recommend getting out there and voting if you are in the United States. Um, Vote in your primaries. It is one of your absolute rights that you should exercise at all times. We should all have the right to vote, and we do right now. So go and vote for sure. So that is good. At any rate, not to make it anything, but I think voting is fundamental. I love it. All right. So we got our monk. We're going to start with our monk. Get in there. I've been doing more Mistweaver stuff. Um, and I still do some Brewmaster stuff for sure. I tanked. Um, I guess last week I didn't really tank any raids or anything. I did some delves. I do those as Brewmaster. That is easy, 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 easy. But I've been really wanting to do Mistweaver. I definitely got bit by the healing bug. Been really enjoying the healing quite a bit. Enjoying the priest and been really enjoying the Mistweaver as well. Spin to win is definitely its own thing. But I think it's a interesting combination between trying to get in there and do damage, um, and trying to swap off to, yeah, talking over me, Grandmaster Ramath. Um, trying to get in there and do the damage and also then swapping off to, oh yeah, I'm still in my Brewmaster spec. Um, I needed some new. I needed another pair of pants. I mean, if we're being perfectly honest, because I can't have the same leg enchant. Some of the other classes can use the same leg enchant, but not with the monk. We need different leg enchants for sure. So I'm gonna need another pair of pants at some point. Um, it doesn't really matter right now. I tanked normal mode, Void Spire. I also was using an intellect staff, which I didn't realize. I was using this one. I didn't realize it was intellect only for a little while. I tanked Void Spire with this and with these pants. Um, Normal mode, no big deal. No big deal at all. Um, I still overgear it plenty. Yeah, we tanked it all the way through without any issues, so that's fine. That's all fine. But I need a new ring. I was fishing a little bit in the new for the new, in the champion gear stuff. I got some stuff that's a little bit that's good for my Mistweaver, but nothing really for the tank, and that's okay. It's not a huge deal. Um, I'm not like super. We're okay right now. I'm not like prioritizing the Brewmaster right now, so we're just gonna make sure our loot specialization is Mistweaver again. I changed it to Brewmaster while I was doing delves to make sure that would get some sort of tank related items. Especially I was glad to see that pole arm come through, because I really wanted to get at least a reasonable weapon for the tank spec. So okay, so we're gonna get in here. We're gonna look at our vault. I only had a couple things. I got four mythics done. Keeping it simple and low in the old. Uh, I did Nexus Point, I think twice last week. I did Pit and I did Skyreach. So Not very tough. I definitely overgear these lower keys, but I think I really want to work my way up and make sure I'm comfortable with the incoming damage and how I manage it. Um, so here, I'm actually going to change my spec off of Brewmaster over to Mistweaver. I made some changes in the past. I had it kind of set up like more like a DPS with some of my my key binds, and I moved some of the skills around to make it feel a little smoother when I want to switch over to more of the direct healing mode. Um, the Mistweaver feels more accessible in the damage dealer healer kind of slot than Disc Priest does to me. The challenge that I find with Disc Priest is we have to get atonement spread all around, and maintain that while we're also trying to do damage. And if you're getting atonement spread around and then you get some big damage spikes coming in because people are maybe standing in the swirlies or different things like that, or you didn't maybe prepare as well for a big damage, dealing move, it doesn't feel as safe to just like lean into the damage. I don't feel very comfortable doing that. So I switched to Holy because I felt like I needed something that was a little bit more reactionary. And the difference between the Disc Priest and the Mistweaver Monk is that with the Mistweaver Monk, that damage applying the damage that you do applying the healing is automatic. There's no additional buff or anything else like that you have to apply. So it feels much more fluid that you can weave between damage dealing and direct healing as needed. Um, and I obviously they have to do something to kind of differentiate the Disc Priest, but I know atonement healing is very potent, if you can do it right, and that's something I need to work on. But at any rate, we're talking about Mistweaver, and so I really was enjoying it. I jammed through my last three keys yesterday in the evening, and felt really good. It felt really good. There were a few deaths that were more related to folks standing in swirlies and stuff. So, um, okay, we don't need these shoulders. We already have hero shoulders, but we could use, I mean, Emberwing Feather. I don't know how that is. I could be simming this. If we already have a hero belt that is haste verse. It's a little bit. We got lucky with a hero track gaze out of our um, chest that we got for our four mythics. That was a nice pickup, for sure. Because I don't necessarily raid all the time, and definitely don't do heroic raiding with this character right now. And I don't need to use any void cores on it. I've got a bunch saved up, so I'm working my way up towards tens, so I can start doing bonus rolls and getting myth gear. Not there yet, but I think my gear is capable. I just need to, make sure I'm capable. Um, but I think that Emberwing Feather might be a good on use. Unleash your Emberwing Heat Wave, increasing your haste. Oh yeah. You have a low chance to suffer an Emberwing burn, reducing one of your other secondary stats. Okay, okay. Let me just take a little peek at my the icy veins for the trinkets for Mistweaver. Oh yeah, Emberwing Feather is considered to be A tier, up there with I guess it's like slightly behind Litany and Gaze, but ahead of Heart of Wind and Light of Cosmic Crescendo. So that will be a good trinket. Locust Walker's Ribbon is considered B tier, just a few below. So also still a good trinket, but we could definitely use an on use and a hero track nonetheless. So let's let's get that one. That seems like a good pickup. And we're gonna get a 4 keystone. So we'll do some more, definitely be doing some more mythics this week. And that is a good pickup. And we're gonna get that in there. Change that out. And I don't think I have enough hero press to do much upgrading of that one, but we will be working on that. We'll be working on getting some Ascendant Void shards so we can ascend it once we get it up there. I ended up crafting myself a 285 last week so that I had something. So I think we're doing pretty good. Our overall stats are okay. I think I need more haste. Um, but we're working our way up. We're working our way up. I think I'm using that one on the Brewmaster too. Okay. So anyways, I think that's good. I'm gonna let me get that out here as well. I'll have to decide what keybind I want that on, but I'm not quite sure where I want that. It's got a, what's the cooldown on the on use? It doesn't say. 2 minutes. Oh, it does say. I see it down there. 2 minute cooldown. Okay. It's a 2 minute cooldown, increasing my haste quite a bit. That is great. Is it already gone? How long do it last? 10 seconds? 15 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna look at how best to visualize that and think about how best to utilize that. But that's gonna be definitely a nice addition for us. So I'm gonna save that. All right. Very cool. All right. So let's go. Who do we want to look at next? Logging out. Logging out. I think we want to look at the Demon Hunter next. All right, let's see what the Demon Hunter's got. So I didn't really do a lot of raiding this past week. Aside from on the DK, I did raiding on the DK. We got, I went through all the glory achievements in the raids with my guild over the weekend last weekend. So we got glory to the Midnight Raider, which was a lot of fun. Those achievements are pretty fun. I have all of that recorded, which I'm sure I'm sure there's plenty of other recordings out there of those, but it is fun. That was a fun thing. Those achievements are interesting and challenging. And then we also we're working on progressing the Mythic Dragon fight, and I got a chance to go in and do that one as well. So that was a lot of fun. I was doing the old blood decay action, gore fiending, and helping soak different things and tanking the ad in the third phase and stuff. So I was third tanking it, which was fun for me. So all right, so I think we're still focusing on getting Devourer rocking. I definitely have been working on getting better at my rotation for Devourer. It is very sensitive. As anybody I think that's been playing Devourer, I feel like would have an awareness of this, that it is definitely very sensitive. You need to be getting into your void metamorphosis, and you need to be definitely maximizing those collapsing stars. And trying to stay in Void Metamorphosis as much as possible. The timing of when you do that and how you get your casts off and get your, your Void Rays off and collecting your soul shards and stuff. Like it's something that it definitely takes, I think, quite a bit of practice and feeling getting a good comfort with when you do what. It's similar to like managing your cooldowns by pulls, but I think even more so. It's kind of like taking it to the next level, honestly. So which is interesting and fun, and it's a challenge that I think I'm sucking at, but I think I'm starting to get better. We also got so I had got this last week, which was, it's just veteran track, but veteran track gaze is, I think, still very strong. And I got Veilgor's final stare off of my four mythic chest. So that was a great pickup that I think definitely improved my damage. I just got to make sure I'm using it, and I'm not sure if I want to bind it with Void Metamorphosis into a keybind, because I was reading, it's like you want to pop the Recklessness, pop your Veilgor's final stare after you get into Void Metamorphosis before you start cranking on your collapsing SARS and stuff. And so that's a sequence that I can manually do. But if I can macro it, it would obviously make sense to have it all macro together. But they all have different cooldowns. And then if you're like, wanting to show a tooltip for one of them, which one do you show? So, it kind of is a little bit tricky. But at any rate, we got a couple different vault slots that we're going to be looking at here. Um, we ended up doing all four of our delves this week on this character, and then we did four. Well, I think I did five, actually, five mythics, but we only got two slots here. So at any rate, we got an upgrade. Yep, that's not an upgrade. And yeah, that's not an upgrade either. It's actually worse. We definitely don't want crit. So more crit's not helpful. Um, yeah, and these trinkets are not, this finger, hero finger, crit mastery. Nope, don't want crit mastery at all. No, none of those are very good. So I'm going to take a token, and then we get a level 7 keystone here. All right, just rocking and rolling it. All right, and I think I'm going to use the 6 tokens of merit on another. We gotta get on my nebulous void cores, but we're gonna get another nebulous void core because we're gonna be doing 10s pretty soon. All right, so nothing great in that vault aside from just an extra bonus roll, which is actually pretty good. So that will be great. All right, we'll look at the priest next. What do we got in the priest? All right, priesty priest, let's see what you got. I mean, the nice thing about the priest is that a lot of the specs are using similar gear, um, which is nice. It's not like a completely different gear set, but I've been doing a lot of shadow. I've been really enjoying the healing specs. I like this disc quite a bit, for sure. And in the past, when I played priest, I really enjoyed playing disc a whole lot. But there were times it was, disc wasn't always the optimal spec. So I did do holy quite a bit as well, and shadow from time to time. But now, right now I'm definitely focused on holy, but I would not mind getting into discipline, getting back into discipline. It sounds like disc is kind of the better feeling one right now, according to some folks. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm liking Holy, and I think, for what I want to do right now, Holy's good to go. So I'm gonna generate some Holy loot here. Like I said, I think Holy and Discipline loot are pretty close together. So we already have an Ascended weapon. This one's Crit Haste, which I think is better. Might need to deliberate on this a bit. Let me just double check myself. And I just want to look at, double check my stat per, oh yeah, crit. Oh no, crit verse are the tops for Holy. Those are the top. Crit verse haste. And for discipline, it's haste crit. And verse is the bottom. So yeah, I guess there is, yeah, they're a little bit different. I don't know. So what do I got here? I got hero shoulders, which I don't need. Crit haste offhand, which would be better. I mean, yeah, this is like slightly better, but it's not that much better. I think I'm just gonna get got our 6 keystone. I don't think I want any of these. None of these are very exciting. All right. Yes. Yeah, very like minor upgrades. So we're gonna get a nebulous void core. We'll go get the rest of our void cores later. For everybody. All right, now on to the DK. It is all the different ways of playing are I think, very fun. I like tanking a lot. I like healing a lot. I like DPSing a lot. I think my DPS I need to keep working on getting better at it. I think I'm pretty good at tanking overall. And I think I'm getting better at healing. I definitely enjoyed healing a lot in the past, but I haven't done it a lot until recently. And in general, I was on a long break until like the last season of War Within. I stopped playing like partway through Warlords of Draenor, and then I think I came back for like Legion, and then I played a little bit in Legion, and I petered out. I didn't really have time for it at that time. And then I didn't even like, I just totally turned it all off and didn't look at anything for a long time. So like I said, I've been working on this character, getting my DPS spec, and I think overall I got very strong gear. I'm looking to this character. I did quite a few mythics over 10. So we got we got 3 myth track vault slots coming our way. I made myself a crafted cloak, and so we just need legs and boots, and then our trinkets. But these are both raid trinkets, so I got to do these on mythic, which I will be able to do with my guild here at some point, I think. But we're almost done. So legs or boots would be ideal. Legs is probably the most ideal because it would give me an upgrade for both my specs. So let's see. So yeah, we these are just all champion track, which we don't care about any of that stuff. And this trinket, even though it's myth track, is not any better. Narrative myth helm. Uh, two myth track trinkets that are. I mean, I don't think these are gonna be actually better than either of my trinkets now. Let me just check. But I think my Ascended Hero Track Gaze and my Ascended Hero Track Lights Guidon are better. Yeah, by quite a bit. I mean, okay, Latch's Crooked Hook is D tier, and Vessel of Tortured Souls is B tier. So yeah, these are my S tier trinkets, even though they're not myth track, those are better. So, oh, disappointing. But I guess we only had, we had a low probability of getting the boots or the legs that we need. But we're gonna have another roll, which is gonna be helpful. We're gonna have a 14 keystone um, to get in there and get rocking on. Um, so yeah, so we'll get a couple more bonus rolls. We got we got four. Okay, nice. I thought I used no. Yeah, okay. We're at four. Oh, it says four. Yeah, we got one. We got one, and we're gonna get two more from. We're gonna have three bonus rolls to get those legs and boots. So we will be looking into that. So, anyways, those are the vaults. Nothing very interesting. Bunch of bonus rolls, really. So, all right, that's all right. We're gonna do some more fun stuff this week, and I hope you all have a great one. And stay safe out there.